How's it going, meatheads? I'm back with you for another video to pump up your day with some motorcycle content. I am just now leaving work and I'm trying to avoid some rain because this afternoon looks like it's chock full of it, and it is almost 3 o'clock, so we're trying to scoot out as soon as possible so that way I don't get absolutely drenched on the way home. It doesn't look like it's quite at that point. Yeah, it feels good to be done with the day. Thank God. Look at that gas price, $4.59. I mean, it's probably higher wherever you guys are from, but that's the highest I've ever seen it. And like, I lived up through the the recession, and I knew that my parents like were hurting for gas, and like this is even worse than then. Like, I know that during that time with the recession that like we didn't eat out a whole lot, we didn't do a lot of stuff because it just was more expensive to do anything. And now thankfully, like, I don't think we're quite as bad as the recession, but we're not. We might actually, well, in some areas I think we're actually worse. And I don't make huge amounts of money, but I could say that I'm still comfortable, but it's still very like stressful enough that I'm concerned about making stupid purchases and whatnot. Like, everything has to be really a smart purchase, which, I mean, here I am talking and I just bought this exhaust, and hopefully you're watching this after I do my whole like first couple of rides, or like my initial impressions on the new Bassani Road Rage 2 mid-length pipe. But in a way that was a very calculated decision to buy it. But I mean, the positive side is during this now recession, or whatever you want to call this thing that we're going through, is that my channel is now grown. You guys have helped grow this channel up enough that like YouTube is now starting to reward me by paying me for ads, and I'm glad that you guys are watching the videos and sticking through ads. I know they're not enjoyable, and they can be kind of annoying, and it's targeted advertisements generally, but I appreciate you guys still watching the videos because, you know, it helps me out, because if I get paid some money, I can buy more stuff for the bike and do more content. So it's kind of a win-win in a way. Fast and no, is it The Fast and the Furious? No, it's not. That's the first one. Whatever one that they're in Mexico and jacking a fuel truck, that's what I'm getting vibes right now. I need the 91 octane. Where is it? Oh, that's the fourth one. It's Fast and Furious. It's not The Fast and the Furious. It's not. There's no thes. It's just Fast and Furious. Talk about movies that went way out of hand and stepped way away from their original source material, but they're good movies. They're good entertainment value. I mean, you gotta admit that they're good entertainment value, otherwise they wouldn't be selling as many tickets and copies as they do. But from the original Fast and Furious, the Fast and the Furious, man, it's a series that has slowly gotten weirder over time. I'll just say that. Scoozy! I'm going fast. I think we're gonna slip in behind this guy here, so that way I can take my nice relaxing way home, we'll say. Oh, well, I guess it's a good thing I did slip in behind him then. Can I time it? Yeah, we got it. I don't want to be waiting there forever. Yeah, the other day it was yesterday when I turned up at that to come onto this road. I was stuck there because there were oncoming cars there, and a fucking Challenger, not a Challenger motorcycle, the Challenger car, the big boat of a car, came right up on me. Didn't even like slow down there for a while, and then he slowed way down and went right around me, and then fucking blew right past me, like slammed down the brakes, cut real close in behind me to go around me, and then just gunned it as he got his nose got by me. And one of the few times, like, I will say I fucking flipped somebody off, but like, dude, just wait your turn. I understand that you want to go straight and that I'm blocking your flow, but like, I'll admit, like, I was sitting as far as I could in this, like, in the third lane or the first lane, right? I was sitting like right in the middle, like in this part of the lane, and he had, you know, he's got two-thirds of the lane plus the shoulder, and he just blew around me, and I'm like, I don't want to be mad, but it's just the fact that, like, there was the actions leading up to it that I was mad about. Like, if he had slowed down gradually and then went around me and then just gradually sped back up to go about his day, wouldn't have mattered. But the fact that he cut it so close, dynamited the brakes, and then whoop around me and then gunned it as soon as he was clear, just like, that's just rude to me. Like, you weren't paying attention. You were too impatient because you thought that I should just go whenever there's enough space, or whenever you think there's enough space. But it's like, I'm not gonna fucking stress myself to make a left-hand turn and then get creamed by a car because I fucked something up, or like I was instead of first gear, I was in second gear, and now I'm in the middle of the oncoming lane of traffic. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So, like, big pet peeve of mine is impatience. Like, you have to be patient, and it's something that, like, I notice in other drivers that I don't see in myself, is the need to just gun it through intersections, right? You're at a stoplight, as soon as that light turns green, you just go, right? That's not what you do on this thing. That's how you die on one of these things. And you might ask, well, how in the world how can you say that? Well, if you have somebody that runs that red light in the oncoming way, and you just are gunning it as soon as it's green, well, guess what? You're now T-boned, and there ain't any amount of protection on a motorcycle that'll keep you safe if you get T-boned. And in a car, it doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, you don't want to get T-boned, but get T-boned in a car or in my truck or anything, but at the same time, like, it is safer to be, or to have that mentality when you go out. But I don't carry that over when I get into my truck. I don't have two personalities that when I get on my bike, I'm super safe and super cautious, but the moment I hop in my truck, it's like, fuck all, I'm gonna just do whatever I feel like. But that's just something that you learn as a rider versus being a driver. Those kind of instances and those kind of quick decisions, and like wanting to just beeline it the moment you can, are what get you killed. That and daydreaming. Daydreaming while you're in your car, at least you got all the other safety measures to like keep you semi-safe, but you still should be paying attention. Whereas on a bike, yeah, you got nothing. These brakes don't automatically brake when there's a car too close or approaching too quick or anything. Like, everything is controlled by me, myself, and I. So I got to be the one that's on the top of my game. And for once, while I'm going through here, I don't have somebody taking their sweet time, going like 50 or 45, and I can just rip along through here. And yeah, I love that. I love it when you get a nice piece of road that you can just throttle up and through and have a good time on. This is spirited riding at its best. I'm so close to 34,005. 8 miles. Do I do anything? It doesn't look like it's gonna rain immediately, but I should just go home. Oh, 07. Son of a bitch. Well, I appreciate you all for watching. I hope to see you in another video. I know this was kind of just a random little ride home, but I mean, hopefully you all enjoyed it, because it seems like you guys do watch these videos. If you're looking to save some money on motorcycle parts, I would recommend you going to tuckerspeed.com and using the code MEATHEAD, not Meathead Moto, just Meathead, and saving yourself 10% off your next order. Tucker Speed carries all kinds of major brands: Legends, Öhlins, Sawicki, S&S, Fueling, you name it, they generally have it. And you can save yourself some money. It also goes to help supporting the channel as well. So until next time, guys, I hope to see you in another video. Hit your maxes, evade your tax. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later.